Today, I want to encourage you to be more clear. I'm Steve Grossman, and I want to talk to you about clarity in communication. And my tip for you today is, be more clear. One of the things that I see again and again in communication in my practice is that people aren't clear. Now, you may know that already. You may have already figured that out, that a lot of times when you say things to other people, they look at you back with a blank look on their face because they have no idea what you're saying. And the point is that most of us think that, well, that's on them. I mean, I know what I said. I know I said it clearly. I know I used the right words. I know that I spent some time thinking about this. But I want to suggest to you today that maybe you didn't, or maybe you need to do more, or maybe you need to get better at it. Because what I've found is that most people aren't really clear. There's a silly version of this that I tell a lot, but there's going to be a bunch of people that are going to walk into home improvement stores today, and they're going to walk up to somebody and they're going to say, I need to buy a drill. But the fact of the matter is they don't need to buy a drill. They don't want to buy a drill. What they want is a hole. They need a drill in order to make that. And a good salesperson says, well, what are you going to be doing with this drill? What kind of hole do you need? And then they help zero in on exactly what the need is of the person who walked in saying, I need a drill. Now, I know that's a silly example, although it's actually a powerful example because what it points out is that most of us don't say what we initially really need on the first volley of communication, which, by the way, communication is a back and forth volley. But we normally say something that's acceptable, or an introductory phrase, or a, hey, could you tell me where the tools are? Rather than, hey, I got this need in my house. I have this hole that I need, and I don't know what to do about that. All right? Now, I'll switch off that example, but it's really, really important when we think about communicating with other people. What is it we really want? What is it that we really need? What is it that we are after? And most of us don't take a lot of time to really think about this, especially if we're emotional, if we're emotionally involved and engaged, which, by the way, is most of the time, at least a little. And the more that amps up, the less we really think about what it is we really need. We just know we're upset. We have this handout that we use in our practice. It's called the anger iceberg. And it's a picture of an iceberg. And at the top is anger, the part that shows above the water. And then below it are all the things that might make us angry. We're frustrated. We have anxiety. We feel dismissed. We feel mistreated. We are confused. We are scared. And it just goes on and on and on with all these things that we might express as anger, and we often do, but what's really going on is this other emotion. And most of us just get angry. And of course, the other person knows we're angry and they're trying to calm us down, but neither one of us know exactly what's going on until we get to the bottom of it. And so one of the things we have to realize in this communication volley back and forth is that, if you're serving, then what can you do to help the other person get the ball back to you in the way that you need? And that's really what I want to talk to you or encourage you to be thinking about as you're communicating with other people all the time. Are you making it easy for them to help you? Are you making it clear what you need, what you want, what's going on, how they could help you, how you want to help them even? Are you being clear? And if the undertone of all this is just to slow down and think a little bit, yay, that would do wonders to most people's communications in the sense that what you would get back would be a lot more helpful. And then the communication would go better back and forth. So, hope this is helpful to you as you think about communicating. The next time you walk up to somebody, take a second and just make sure you're clear on what it is you need, you want to communicate, and then go with it. Thanks.